Talking about the reference, I'm going to follow a reference from my own work, which is called Woodville Art Challenge. You can find in my ArtStation page. So here is our reference. This is a scene which I created for Pixar's Random and Woodville Art Challenge. So this is our reference. I'm going to create a mood and scene layout, something like this, which has many elements. Basically, it has a fog, it has birds, it has mist, all atmospheric elements which is required for telling a story. So we will follow something like this. This scene exactly I don't think I will be following, because the layout will be looking like this, and the mood of the lighting probably I'll do all the lighting like this, but later in compositing I'm likely to change that, because I'm not following exactly one reference here. So I assure you this will be the layout, and in the end I might be doing a different mood probably. So let's see, these are the work in progress images that you see on my screen. I'm going to discuss about the story behind the scene. So what was my intention while creating this scene? Here we see there's a character. She's coming from somewhere and finding this house. So she's the explorer. So basically the name of this scene is the explorer. She sailed from somewhere and reached here, and she found a mysterious place inside the lake or the forest area. So here you see the light coming and the birds flying. So the fundamental thing of this story is like she's reaching a huge place where she saw a tower kind of house. So I added the birds to show the height of or size of the environment. So which is an added element for storytelling, and there is light coming from the sun, which is not reaching everywhere, and it's filtered. So filtered light is always beautiful. Now let's move on to the references in the internet. We can see a reference here. This has a beautiful lighting and composition. There's a structure mainly and a character walking towards the structure. You see the filtered lights coming through the clouds. It's not highlighting everywhere, and there is mist, and the background is a misty background. And so the atmosphere having a lot of mist, fog. The character isn't getting a good lighting. Next one is also similar, which is having a tall tower. It's huge, and you can see the scale of a character down there, and birds flying around. And this is also a common reference in this category. Here you can see a similar one. So most of the concept arts are similar, which has a destination, a building or something, and the characters or somebody is trying to reach there, walk there. That is the concept art for that is the subject for most of the concept arts, if you check. So this layout scenario only changes. The lighting is different here, only hitting the tower top. Another one here which is also similar. Some characters you can on the left side down there. The other is Sergey Vasenev. You can check his ArtStation page for this reference. And there's a huge shape here. distracted. So this kind of scenes are really beautiful, we must agree. So how you create this is purely your idea. So this is just to get some ideas. So our reference is already, like I said, I'm following what I've done. So these are all something similar to that. Some characters trying to reach out a huge shape or distraction or building, whatever. You can check references in Pinterest as well, which has many references, which is like overwhelming. You cannot stop anywhere. Such a huge bundle of references of similar category. Also here you can see similar ones, which no need to explain because everything is pretty much the same. So I keep them in fast preview. For finding a model, let's go to Sketchfab, which has many models, which is free, and license also is free. There's no copyright issues for some models. Here we got a model which is looking good. So let's check one by one. Mainly this has a description about the licensing and the usage. So we need to go to check the licensing in the description. So here you can see the attribution. So here it is written, you are free to share, copy and redistribute the material in any medium or format. So it's clearly written here. So we are going to download this kind of references, and they have mentioned down there that they need attribution, which means a credit. So if we are using any model from Sketchfab, we will be checking whether this is having any license issues or not. There are plenty of models in Sketchfab. Most of them are free to download. Some are paid ones. So you can check the website. So here is some proposed models which I'm showing in the viewport. So these are really good models, but depends upon its complexity we are going to use, or we are going to decide which one is being used in a scene. It should not be too low poly. So here is the icon for downloading. If you click on the model, you can see the download 3D model. This is another one which is more like an island or a tower house. This is also beautiful. So we can take little parts of all these models and incorporate in our scene. So we are basically downloading different models and taking some good part of them to construct a scene. So let's see how we can create our scene. This model is promising. Most probably I'll decide to use this one. So we need to give a proper credit to the author. So I'm going to save his details. Another one, this is fantastic as well, but of a different category, different story.